What is up, friends? How's everybody doing today? What's up? Zacharije. Zacharije is already here. Good to see you, man. How's it going? You all good? Not been drinking too much recently, I hope. Wow, you guys are. That's crazy. You guys are just trigger happy. Your stream trigger happy. Lovely to see you guys. Welcome back to Phil Plays Bass. It's a pleasure to see you, Mike and Zachar and Nate. You guys are fast. That is crazy. I'm even starting early. I was like, I'm just gonna give myself a quick sort of like 10 minutes to get everything sort of sorted out. All of the little issues I usually have. I was like, I'll just start off, just do a little bit of chit chatting, whilst nobody's here, and then the guys are gonna start arriving at their own, in their own time. Lovely to see you all. Pleasure. It's Monday. The weather is pretty grim in Belgium, but not in our hearts. In our hearts, we're thinking of bass. We're playing bass. We're playing music, and we're immersed in the beauty of this absolutely fantastic instrument. My favorite instrument, as you guys know. What's the status of the chair? I saw that the stream was back was back on. Zach, when you put that on the Discord, I was like, well, yeah, this is it's just a meme. It's a meme stream, just a meme stream. But then the guy starts adding like little random items to the stream, but very sneaky way. Zach says, on Saturday I was late for free entrance in the Hat, so I was listening to jazz through the window. It was like for 30, 40 minutes. Then some dude just asked me how I want to listen to music. Said I had no money. Had no money. He paid for me. Oh, dude. What a wholesome story. That is really wholesome. So some guy just helped you out. Very kind of him. Nice when people do this sort of stuff. What did you do to thank him? Did you buy him a drink? Just says thank you. Did you I don't know. Do you give him a did you recommend he join the Phil Plays Bass stream? Could have. All right. It's going to be a slightly shorter stream today. I'm going to do probably just under an hour. Although I might, quite possible that I'll just overshoot that as I normally do. You don't buy ticket, you buy chips, like in poker, and these chips you change for alcohol. Alcohol. And the dude just paid and left. Oh wow. Some sort of good Samaritan. Did you ask him his name? Would he not give it? He just said, just think of me as your Lord and Savior. So basically, he bought me entrance and 2 beers. Dude. Sorted. His name is Ivan. Is he made up? Is in Ivan Ivanovich? My son will be Ivan too. You, sir, you bought me a ticket. I shall name my firstborn after you. That is pretty cool. That's one way to give thanks. How very wholesome. What a very wholesome way to start the stream. Thanks, Zach, for sharing. Appreciate that, dude. Right, a couple of things I want to do today. I've been talking about beefing up the practice routine and turning it into more of a, instead of just the few exercises that I like at the moment, I really want to turn it into something I can open with for 20 minutes or half an hour or however much. Be a bunch of one finger per fret exercises, right hand. It's a bit kind of I could use some input. I could use some help, guys. Like, for instance, what is the first thing that you guys do when you pick up the bass? And I don't mean just put a song on, because that's what I do. I mean, what is the what is an exercise, the first exercise that you guys would do at the base? What kind of warm up would you guys enjoy or find useful? Let me know. Mike says, my wife and I were eating in a restaurant recently, and the waitress said that the people sitting at the table next to us that just paid, that just left paid for our meal. So we paid for another table. Oh man. I mean, this. I mean, we all know this, right? But there's still loads of good people in the world. Still? No, there are loads of good people in the world. More and more every day, hopefully. Little small gestures, small kindnesses like that go a long way. I've no doubt. So let's switch to the action cam, and I want to put this little guy on screen as well. There he is. All right, so bunch of exercise. I mean, it's nice, to have the Hadrian exercises, all of these. But I would want something that's a bit more the introductory level, so that maybe we could have like 20 minutes of guided practice, like the way the guys at Open Studio do it. Mike says, I warm up by playing each mode 4 times of the major scale, then each mode of the harmonic minor 4 times with each mode's associated chord. Ooh, okay, could try that, Mike. Modes of... Fell a little bit by the wayside because I wasn't... I realized there was a major lack in my ability to remember all of the modes of other scales than major scale. I was hoping to sort of reinforce that, but I was like, I'm not seeing that as particularly productive for me at the moment, but I think we should give it a shot. Harmonic minor, Aeolian, blah, 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 blah. All right, so I've got them in front of me-ish. Not on screen. All right, might do a little bit of adjusting with the screen on that one. Mainly so that formula is visible more than anything else. I.e. 1, 2, flat 3, etc., etc. I want that to be visible. The harmonic minor has some really cool chords. Indeed, it does. Very useful scale, although very useful sort of framework. I can't say I've spent a lot of time with it. So, yeah, let's give it a shot. Let's start with the major modes. Them scales first. They take us. Yeah, it should be about a couple of minutes. 100, like it should be a reasonable tempo. Right, let's get where is it? Up. I'm still not starting properly. I'm gonna start them in G Ionian. Zach says, I play the harmonic. No, that's Mike. Zach says, I play What Is Hip, Deantown, and Deantown to warm up. It's been a while, actually, since I've played these tunes. But tunes is not especially what I would want to put in here. It would be more sort of the sort of boring exercises. I like to warm up with tunes as well, but I'd like to find a less song oriented practice routine. Major modes. All right, let's give harmonic minor modes a go. I'm gonna need more than 2 minutes. Harmonic minor modes. Put ETH. Yeah, I know, but it's just what I do. Yeah, dude, for sure. That's what I do as well. I do. Usually, that is the song that I'll. And then yeah. I do have a playlist of just the tunes that I like to do in a sort of a gradual, in an increasing difficulty. Start with something really, really simple, as just sort of groove oriented, then add more and more complex songs to it. Give this a little save. All right, modes of the harmonic minor scale. It's no, not two. This one. Okay, I'll do it in G. Okay, yeah, 1. Is that correct? Union sharp 5? Yeah. That is pretty cool. Dorian sharp 4. No. Nope, not that at all. Dorian sharp 4. Romanian minor. Okay, this click is distracting me. I'll be right. Amazing that you can play those modes from the formula so quickly. I can't, Mike. You've just witnessed me just choke on one. I just threw myself at it and it didn't. 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4th mode, Dorian sharp 4. 1, 2, flat 3, sharp 4, 5, 6, flat 7. So 8, flat 7, 6. Okay, 4th. 5th. Five. One, flat two, three, four, five, flat six, flat seven, eight, seven, flat six, five, four, flat two, one. So this one. Right. Oh, that makes it even less visible. Brilliant. Bridge and dominant. One I'm at. One, flat two, one, two, three, four, five, flat six, seven. Mike says, I learned them from a book called The Bass Grimoire that has the formulas but also fretboard diagrams, so I cheated. No, there's no such thing as cheating. The Bass Grimoire. Book by Adam Cadmon. Mm, you may, I mean, if you just Google them, Zahar, just put them in your own sort of note-taking app. I use Obsidian, which is free, and this is where I put just a whole bunch of. Mike says, "Do I do is that the Philippe cover that made me a fan?" And Zahar says, "The song I sent yesterday is now my warm-up too now, because it's really cool." Yes, layer cake. That's right. I don't. I know you that guy that covers them and that has the little diagrams in front. Like, really cool that he does that. Um, I know it's a bit slower, but if you guys don't do it already, I'd recommend doing it by ear rather than reading charts and tabs. So much more beneficial, and that's some of the stuff that I'm going to do afterwards today as well. I'm going to do some more transcription. What else is in this grimoire? You know, I have to read the blurb. Buy a cheap copy of the base grimoire, blah blah blah. Literally the best base book in the business. This professional reference tool contains thousands of diagrams, charts, illustrations, and fretboard patterns along with clear and concise theory and instruction. Description may be from another edition of this product. Okay. Base grimoire. Very good, blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Might be an interesting thing to take a look at. You started practicing ear transcription recently, and I'm interested, Zach, because I've got a few students of mine on the piano, that is, and they've all said I want to be able to learn a song by ear, like anything. I would love to be able to just pick up the sounds that I'm using and transpose them to translate them to the instrument. And the first approach I had was to do sort of the basic ear training, ear training 101. You do intervals, keyboard. Oh, I don't know if Logic is on. Some, major third, and associate a song that they know to that particular interval, and then play these intervals to them, and ask them to associate the song with it. That would be to me the sort of like base level of ear training interval. Obviously, we've probably all done a bunch of that, bunch of this interval ear training. Then the next level would be chord ear training, being able to identify the quality of a chord. Even if it takes you a couple of tries, you don't have to just get it right immediately. It's just the ability to eventually find the chord. Even if it's on the bass, you try just a bunch of scales over a bass note and see what fits. Right, that would be my sort of second stage of this ear training thing. Then rhythm, then you start adding rhythm to it. You know, then being able to pick up what's going on in the bass line, that is. And I was thinking of because so often the bass line holds the bass line is the keystone to figuring out what the harmony is. If you know where the bass line goes, you'll be able to you'll have so many more clues to figure out what the chord movement on top of the bass line is. Because so often the bass line follows the chords, right? Um, so that would be the way I would think of it. So I reckon this week I'm gonna start bringing the bass in and just play a bunch of notes and ask them to try and locate them on the piano. That might be an interesting thing as well. But there are some people who find it easy, and some people who find it. The majority of the students I have find it very very difficult to translate the sound they're hearing on the bass. I did try it a couple of times. I'd just be playing a C. They don't know. They don't know what this note is. They don't know how to sort of read fretboards. So I'll just play a C and then ask them to find the note on the keyboard. But because the sounds are so different, the timbre, the quality of the sound is quite different. So on the piano, that would be the correct C, right? This one, they struggle to. I don't know if it's a psychological thing, but because it's a different instrument, they can't quite put the same sound to the same. I think this is the way forward for them being able to hear the bass line. So maybe I'll push forward with that. I'll push them a bit more with it. I think it's super useful. Okay, modes of the harmonic minor scale. Lydian sharp 2. So if I was not even looking at it, Lydian sharp 2. So E. Lydian sharp. Oh, sharp 2. Yeah, sharp 2. Ah, there we go. Lydian E flat, Lydian sharp 2. So this is Lydian. 2, sharp 4, 5, 7, 8. Sharp 2, so we're playing sharp 9. Same thing. So minor third. No flat 9. What a weird mode. Locrian altered. And we are now in. Ah. No, F sharp. F sharp. 1, flat 2, flat 3, flat 4, 5, flat 7. Best one. Best scale. Mm, You know how to do it, but like, I just want to be able to recognize notes by themselves. I studied in uni. We already passed this thing. That's a great idea. When you transcribe those solos by Oscar on that guitar, or that guitar solo, it's very tricky to my ear. That's this was recommended to me, guys, by Mr. Mike League himself from Snarky Puppy. I had a couple of one-to-one lessons when I lived in London, and they were visiting the UK at a gig in town, and he was getting a bunch of students. I think I've told that story before, and he said to me, just transcribe loads and loads of solos that are not on your instrument. It will just broaden your horizon, and I think that's one of the main things. I don't like a bass player that sounds like a bass player. When it comes to improvising, I like the bass player to sound like he's just talking music and he's not playing bass lines. I don't like bass lines that sound like bass lines. I know that sounds a bit odd, right? I like when the bass has to play bass lines, perfect. Don't mind it at all. But when it comes to improvising and um, you get free reign over whatever you want to do, it's nice to be able to play something that's playing music without playing music on the bass. I don't know if that makes sense. It probably doesn't. But I think that's what made Mike Lee such a standout musician when he first appeared on the scene, because his sound, his musicality was not constrained by the instrument. He was playing the notes that he wanted to play. He wasn't playing bass lines. And I think it's that aspect of that aspect of his musical mind that I really latched onto. Was he said to me, transcribe piano solos, sax solos, guitar solos, anything. Obviously, bass solos as well, because it's nice to be able to basically the whole range, transcribe everything basically. Even vocal solos, but usually I find them, a bit um, less challenging maybe than some, I don't know, Charlie Parker, Oscar Peterson, that sort of stuff. That would be my recommendation. If you want to sound like nobody else, transcribe something that is not being played on the bass, and it will also open your mind to the ways other instruments are shaped. I'm not going to get too deep into this because I'm going to get into sort of like woohoo, woohoo land, i.e., bit hippy dippy type stuff. Well, no, not really. It's just because they're different shapes. They're some scales or some patterns are easier to play on certain instruments than they are on bass. Same with Hadrian and all of this new wave of bass players. Starting off with Jackal, really. But I think the sort of more recent guys that came on the scene, like Mike League, I think they really transcend the instrument. Even though he's not a major technician, I think he would be the first one to say that. Even though he's clearly world class, I think he'd be a little bit humble in that sense. He'd be like, "Listen, I'm not really a massive technician, but because he likes to transcribe things that are not bass solos, his technique is just it's different. It just looks different than the guy who plays, your usual sort of pentatonic, the things that fall easily under the fingers, um, is what he would recommend in any case. All right, I've eaten a little bit on the time for the practice routine stuff, but good. There's, a seed has been planted for me to do something different than I normally do. Um, might still do a little bit of the Hadrian warm up, because well, I need my fingers to be a little bit loosened up for what's coming next, which is something that I've mentioned before, and I said I said a couple of streams ago that I was going to do it, and but this particular junior Braguinha. Love that line. And I think the chords are -7. -7 9. A9. Yes. E-7 9. C-9. A-7 9. A flat major 7. And then F -7. I can just play them along. Logic coming through. Logic is coming through. Yeah, I think that's the chords. C-7, A-7, A7, A major 7, and then so loosen up the fingers a little bit, because this thing is not going to play itself. What did I say I was going to do? Oh, that's the one. Getting colder. loosened up. Back to the master pouter himself. Man who pouts. Best pout in the game. Oh, look at that pout. Right there. Ooh, look at that. Oof. What a pout. Oof. There it is again. I love that little line. Ba-dum, ba-da-dum. Oof. 10 out of 10. That is literally a masterful pout by this great bass player. I'm gonna steal that as well. And give it to you guys as well. Why not? Why not? Alright, I hope you guys like this bass line. It's kind of a little bit different from what I transcribed. I mean, you know, I've transcribed a bunch of sax solos, a bunch of piano solos. I like this. Every now and then you've got to transcribe some bass stuff, right? There has to be done, but it can't be your only diet. Cannot be of just bass. It's got to be other things. All right, let's get cracking. It's not Badakadak, I know, or 8 minutes 20, but it's up there. 8 minutes 20. I need to get back on that, dude. Like I said, on top of the piano lessons I've got to give, I'm doing some ensemble lessons as well, which means I've got like 18 piano songs to learn, imposed by other teachers, and it's a lot. It's a lot. So I haven't been able to play. This is literally the only times that I play bass per week. It's like Monday, Friday. Philippe is the Robin Hood of bass lines. He steals from the rich. I steal from the bass rich and give to us poor. Oh. Well, one bass line at a time, Michael. Let's right all the wrongs. On bass. Ah, kill. Sorry, lads, got zoned out and played some blues for like 40 minutes. Dude, that's a perfectly valid excuse. You're excused. Welcome, Akil. Good to see you, man. Indeed. Never apologize for playing the blues, bro. Very good. The blues. Charlie Parker said the blues is everything. If you understand the blues, you understand everything. He's right. You did get some nickels. I still haven't found a use for them. It's not real currency yet. It's 0.00000 Bitcoin. Still. All right, let's get cracking with this line then. I have it downloaded somewhere. Junior Braguinha. Bass groove. Okay, let's go. Add amazing slowdown into my screen so you guys can see it. Where is it? Where is it? Amazing slowdown. Where are you? Is the display? No. There we go. There she is. There she is. Annoying that these things just disappear all the time. It's kind of frustrating, but Junior Braguinha, precision bass groove. All right, let's try to break it down. See? Let me get a sort of a bass close. Touch on my end. Volume of the bass all right for you guys? Oh, she sounds good. Okay, chords being 7, C7, 9, we're literally playing a C, E, G, D. And we've got that nice little hammer on over there. Okay, what rhythm is he at? Ooh, nice little ghost notes there as well. That's very cool. Oh, I'm gonna take that and put it to a tad louder would be okay. Gotcha. Ghost notes might be fingers walking up the D A string. Could be, dude. Yeah. By walking up, you mean sort of dragging. I'm guessing that's what you mean, Nate. Yeah. That could absolutely be that, dude. Well observed. All right. So we've got that in the bag, and then A9 here as well. A, E. Ah. Ah. Straight in. Get exactly where it starts. Where is that in the bar? That is so cool. Okay, I'm gonna try and loop that. What? Just about. Dun, dun, one. It's on the 3E, on the upbeat, the first upbeat 16th note of the third beat. That one. Yeah. Sounds like he does that ghost note walk, as I call it, a bunch when getting back to the root. Yes, I reckon that's probably going to be the... We're starting to see the pattern, 100%. And Nate, that's exactly what I'm talking about. This is the kind of stuff that I want to convey to my students, is no observation is trivial or meaningless. You've just got to collect the clues, put them all in front of you, and then move them around and associate them. And then this is when, if we didn't have the video, we would use that to figure out exactly how he gets to from one place to the other. A little bit like we did with Vincent Garcia as well, because I couldn't quite figure out exactly. Sometimes the camera wasn't on his fingers, and you've got to figure out how he does what he does. So you've just got to try a bunch of different techniques, different fingerings, different positions, and eventually you can hear the one that gets the closest to what you're hearing. Obviously, sometimes you still make mistakes because of recording and mixing and interference from other instruments, but in general, let your ear guide you, for sure. And glad to see that's already the like naturally that's already what you do. So okay, that upbeat 16th seems to be coming back as well. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so at the end of the loop, we're obviously playing the root notes, stating what the chord sequence is going to be. D. And we get that minor third. Descending. Sending a sort of C. I think of that as like some kind of broken arpeggio, like broken scale, half arpeggio, C. From the 7th, from B, A, B, and then we move to the next chord, which is A flat major 7. In principle, 1, 5, 9 with a hammer on. Summing that up. I've looped it so well. Such a good loop. No, gotta save it to pout number 1. There'll be a series of pouts for this particular exercise. Obviously, transcribing is great. Technique, fantastic. Do not forget to pout whilst playing this groove. I don't know if I'm loud. If I'm louder than the. Put the volume on that. Bill Duckface. It's an instant classic. Although I'm not really a pouting bass player. I'm more of a sort of bite your lip type of guy. Like. That rhythm. Really not something I'd think of doing, really. So cool. Does he play the minor third then? Okay, yeah, a little bit of a variation there. 1, 5, 9. Okay. It's either neutral face. I've trained myself to have a little bit of a poker face when it comes to bass. Just something there. Okay, I think we've got it. Now, how fast have we got to take this? Oh, dude, that's so cool. Just testing it, obviously. Don't practice it at this tempo. Otherwise you'll fail, like me. Actually, could be a little faster. Oh, it's just the same thing. Just A, B, A, B. So A is dun, 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 dun. And that's B. And A. And then B. With a little twist at the end. Nice. Move on to pout number 2. Is that right? Yeah. Sorry, I'm skipping ahead a little bit. Okay, so same thing as the first one. Again, first time it was sort of half scale, half arpeggio down a C major chord, which is the relative major to A minor chord that we're in. Second chord of the whole chord sequence. Second chord is A minor 9. Relative major to that is C major, and without any surprises, on this case, it goes down again, half scale, half arpeggio. Starting on the 9th, so on the D, B, A, G. And then switching to A flat major 7 chord. Nice. Again, it's all these little subtleties that I would never have been able to hear that 5-10 years ago, and now they're obviously jumping. They're jumping at me. Crazy how your ears, as a bass player, your ears 100% logical, right? But your ears just get so tuned to the sound of the instrument that you can hear everything. Anyway, I was just taking a moment to appreciate the fact that I'm able to sort of, just like the AI, sort of extract all of these little things. It's it's nice to feel a little bit of competence. Save that to pouch number 2. Pouch number 2. Oh no, it's not looped correctly. Ooh, man. Of course it goes over the bar. Oh, that's going to be tricky. Save this one for now. Oh, something I didn't talk about as well. Many ways to approach that. If you're a bit of a masochist, do it with 3 fingers. And if you're just a bass player, do it with 2 fingers. Index on C, index on G. That way you've got your work cut out for you. Or either or, pinky finger to get the 5th, root 5th, and then index hammer on pinky to get that hammer on to the. I think naturally I would do, but then I've got to consider that I've got to go to the A as well afterwards. So actually, it doesn't make that big a difference. Might to someone. Just explore the options. Pick the one that works best for you. Okay, so we attack that over the bar line. Right there. Oof. Okay, don't know about you, but I'm completely lost. I have no idea. Down a bit more. That is a really, really foreign thing for me to transcribe that kind of rhythm. It seems really, really alien to me. Wow, dude. I get the beginning. I can hear the notes, the rhythm. So cool. Dude, that's awesome. There's some Jacko in there. There's some Rocket Prestia. You see what I'm trying to do? It's like literally just picking parts of the puzzle. I haven't quite connected it's like I've got a little house there that's starting to take shape. I've got the pieces. I've got, I've picked up the bricks and the sort of tiles on top, and I've got loads of blue here. I don't know exactly where the sky is going to be, whether it's on the left, on the right, on the north, or whatever. But I'm just collecting all the pieces that seem to fit together that have this, like a puzzle, really. Don't give up. That's basically the secret. I could have just stopped and said that. Just don't give up. Be very obstinate. Your brain will eventually pick up on all of that. It's that's the secret. Not going to work like that. Getting completely lost. I think he's playing it all on the same string. Okay, there is some, again, there's some sort of like string skipping trickery going on. Something. Where I need to stop it. I think I've got it. Could be there as well. Yeah, it could be done. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, dude. Wait, what? think that's right. I've lost it. No. Yeah. 13 seconds. Not enough. Okay, I think that's it. 70. Hey. 3, 4. Nope. I think that's it. 2, 3, 4. Yes, I think that's it. Okay, so octave, couple of ghost notes there. Ba, bum, bum, batk, bum, batk. Use tap of my hand, little pull. Might be that, might not be that 100%, but that's how I'm feeling it at the moment. Could be drag again, Nate. Could be the dragging again. So the notes, the bass notes, the root notes are basically F, G, A flat, D flat, and then E flat, F. Either here or there, depending on how I start feeling it after that. Yeah, I'm starting to get it. All right, I'm going to pause this for today, this particular transcription. Gone through part 1, part 2, transcribed about 13 seconds of this, 2-minute long, 1-minute long clip. Too bad. All right, I'm going to run through a couple of things that I do want to do, namely Johan Hansen Lassen solo with There Will Never Be Another You. Still very much love this solo. Give it a shot at 90%. All right, all hands on deck. Let's go. Oh. Okay, right hand speed was there. The notes were all over the place. Damn, dude, that solo's been giving me grief for literally 10 years at this point. Someday I'll be able to play it, but I've got to spend a bit more time just practicing it slowly. But for now, I don't really have the time to practice. So this is basically a bit of a sort of like touch base, tap it on the shoulder, just say, hey, I'm still paying attention to you. Sorry, I'll be back soon. There was something else. There was something else. Yes. Yes. There is something else. 96 BPM. It's time for a little bit of the unholy bass line that is. Okay, haven't done this in a while. Alright, guns are coming out. You know what time it is. Oh. Pew pew. Oh, it's messy as hell, man. Can't find the right position on the. Nope, slapping is not really happening. Okay, fine. Lower. It's like my hand is mash. When I start thinking about it, know I can do it. Don't think. Got to spend a bit more time. I've lost some of that regularity, and I did actually hurt my. I can't remember the other day. I tried something with the transcribing that lady's bass line, tapping in drop D, and something like twitched in my something really twitched in my wrist is the word I'm looking for, and it's been sore ever since. Um, so yeah, I'll take it easy with the snapping, but this is actually very smooth, very gentle on the wrist, so it wouldn't be too bad an idea to. But yeah, dude, it sounds absolutely amazing, that bass line. Like every time I get really close to it, I get a bit perfectionist with it, and I'm just like, no, this recording's not good enough. This recording's not good enough, and I've got to focus on piano, come back to it, and then it's dropped a couple of, it's fallen back a couple of levels again. Plus, yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of things that aren't going too well at the moment, but I will keep the pressure on this. I'm gonna have to spend a bit more time practicing it. Ooh, and well over an hour again. Like I said, we overran a bit, but that's okay. Who's complaining? Not me. Not me. I ain't complaining. Hopefully you guys aren't complaining either. You better not. No, do complain, guys. Chip in. Tell me what you think. Tell me my playing's not. It's not up to scratch yet. But yeah, that riff just sounds amazing. Sounds really cool. I wasn't self-flagellating, by the way. I think in a clumsy way I was trying to say, guys, you just keep chatting. In any case, really appreciate everybody turning up. Really do. Or as always, as you guys know. Hopefully you know. And I will call it a day for today. I will have to. I'm doing 4 hours of teaching tomorrow, but I'm doing my colleague teacher. We usually handle 2 groups over the span of 4 hours. She's not there tomorrow, which means I have to handle a whole bunch of people just on my own. It's going to be 4 hours of just piano playing. It's like, hey Phil, I want to play this song. Put a chord chart in front of me. 4 hours, and guitar and a little bit of bass as well. So it's going to be a bit mental. But yeah, I just have loads of tunes to prep. In any case, thank you all for joining. This was Phil Plays Bass. I will see you all. If I don't see you before Friday, I will 100% be here on Friday for our regular programming. In the meantime, there might be some quesadilla stream. Guerrilla quesadilla or querilla quesadilla. In the meantime, I hope to see you all there, here, wherever you are in the world, but here, in spirit, and in good spirit. Thank you, Nate. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Akil. Thank you, Zahar. I think that was everyone for today. Really appreciate you guys. I will see you all on Friday. Thank you all very much, as per usual. Thank you. Don't forget to practice now that your calluses are nice and hard. Time to hit it, boys. Toodles, guys. Pleasure to see you all. Bye-bye. Bye. I've got to click on the thing. Bye. See you guys. Bye.